Well, our station is relaunching our successful franchise of Salute the Badge under a new direction. So viewers can now expect weekly segments right here on Fox 33. Salute the Badge started as a station initiative back in 2015 after Shreveport police officer Thomas LaValle was shot and killed while responding to a domestic violence call. Cop killings were also spiking nationwide. Our general manager, Mark McKay, and sales manager Glenn Duncan formed a partnership with the Good Neighbors of Chevy dealers to kick off this franchise. The news team and our anchor Dan Jovic got to work to highlight the service and sacrifice of local first responders. It has been 10 years since we launched Salute the Badge, and last week we celebrated our 9th anniversary banquet, bringing together law enforcement from across the Arklatex. Here is a look back at the stories we have covered this year. Stories of the ultimate sacrifice by local heroes in law enforcement.
To imprint the sacrifice that officer had whenever they lost their life.
Friends, family, and law enforcement members gathered to celebrate the life of Trooper Jordan.
I respected him so much. He did very well in his service being a highway patrolman.
Facing down danger.
Scary. Very scary.
It's a day Corporal Justin Dunn will always remember, now honored as he received a Purple Heart Award.
I'm happy to report that he is well on the road to recovery.
Take opportunities like this is to recognize what it takes to make the American people safe.
Expanding their training to help residents.
Lawrence Button II, known as LJ, recently completed 6 weeks of training at the FBI's Hazardous Devices School in Huntsville, Alabama. The 17-year veteran joins a group that's had just 22 members in 5 decades.
The most common person wouldn't want to go into a burning building. Also, they wouldn't want to deal with hazardous devices or bombs. I see nothing wrong with that.
And looking back on history.
When Robert Lewis joined the Shreveport Police Department, rising through the ranks to become the city's first black detective and one of the first in Louisiana.
He crossed the barrier long ago before people would.
Highlighting first responders and officers of all kinds.
Meet the newest member of the Miller County Sheriff's Office, Jet. Jet will be used for everything from finding missing people to catching criminals.
And our station has announced that I will be taking over the Salute the Badge franchise moving forward. So if you have any stories you want told of local law enforcement and first responders, let me know. Just send me an email with any ideas you may have of a local hero who deserves recognition under this new direction. We will also expand the scope of these stories with a new kind of angle. I look forward to telling your stories, Arklatex. Governor Greg